Barriers to listening. What are the perceptual barriers? Let's see. Frames of reference. In a class or in a meeting, different people come from different backgrounds, from different situations. So when a person makes a remark or when a person is making a presentation, it will be perceived differently. Hence, sometimes it is important for the speaker to get an understanding so that everybody is in sync. This happens very often. Experience and expectations. People who are sitting in the room, depending upon their experience and expectation, may listen differently to what is being said and perceive it completely differently. Relationship with speaker. It's important when there is a speaker-listener session on that they are both in sync. Hence, the relationship has to be brought to that level. Then the speaker is well understood and the listening becomes very effective. Selective perception is when we listen selectively because our mind is elsewhere. Speaker-related barriers. The speaker may speak too fast or too slow. If somebody is too fast, then the person who are listening may not be able to get all the words and hence may not be in sync and they may stop listening. Or if the person is too slow, because the brain can process up to 400 words a minute, while the delivery may be so slow that the brain starts overworking and the whole comprehension is lost. The speaker may be too loud to hear, disturbing the listener. These are things which can disturb the listening process, because here we are talking about absorbing what is being said, comprehending and then storing it. A few speakers do not use pauses in their speech. Hence, meanings may change and it may not be, even the listening process, the pauses will not happen and hence the understanding may not be perfect. The speaker would be too active or inactive. When they move around a lot or when they don't move at all, both have their negative implications. The speaker may discuss the topic either down the head or above the head. Sometimes topics may be so tough that they may not understand, which is below or above the understanding levels of the listeners. So, it could be a problem. Speakers may use a medium of expression which is unfamiliar to the listener. Idioms or phrases which may not be familiar for others should not be used normally in a speech process, because in that case the comprehension will not happen and hence the listening process will get affected. Listener related barriers. What are they? Uninterested listeners. When you are addressing a class, I'm sure the teacher faces that day in and day out that there are few who are not interested in listening. Their priority may be something different for that day. I know it all attitude. Oh, what is she going to tell me? Don't I know this already? Rejecting persons. I don't want to listen to whatever she says. That could be an attitude. Mental state of listener. Has had a very bad time at home, has come over and is not able to listen to what you're trying to say. Ambiguous purpose. The purpose is not learning in a class. He may be having a different purpose altogether and hence he may not be listening. Rejecting a subject. I hate maths. I don't want to listen to anything being said about mathematics. Criticizing physical appearance or delivery. Biases that you may have about the person who is presenting or talking can cause a physical barrier as far as listening is concerned. Avoiding difficult listening. Whenever there's a topic which is difficult and I do not want to listen, I just avoid listening because that topic is not to my taste. What are the other barriers? Understanding of non-verbal cues. Sometimes when an explanation is made, since I am not listening well and I don't understand the non-verbal cues with the verbal cues, I just shut off. I don't listen. Non-verbal cues are required in order to make, complement the verbal cues, whatever is being said verbally. But if overuse or underuse, may again lead to listening issues. Environmental distractions. The seat on which the listener is sitting is poor and uncomfortable. I am so fidgety that I am not able to listen to what is being said because of the discomfort. Chatting with the next person. Since I am chatting with the next person, neither am I listening nor is the person with whom I am chatting listening. Extreme hot and cold conditions at the venue. If the venue is not comfortable, if it's too hot, the discomfort again does not allow you to listen. Similarly, if it is too cold, you're trying to help yourself to make comfortable, again you stop listening. Odd time of presentations. Presentations made late night or just after lunch may be difficult for people to accept heavy presentations after lunch. Disturbing doors, windows and fans. Noise created by any of this can hamper listening. Noise outside the venue. Suddenly if you hear crackers bursting or there is a song playing, it can surely divert your attention and you stop listening. Poor ventilation and light. Again, not a right environment for concentrating or listening. General barriers. Faking attention. Pretending that you're listening when you're not, as if you're attending to whatever is being said. Listening only for facts. I've decided that I'm only going to take down some important things being said, though the presentation's purpose is not that. Yielding easily to distractions. If somebody is saying something, or if there is a noise here, or if somebody's pen falls on the floor, I'm distracted because I'm not actively listening.